Okay, so I have to share this, okay, because I'm having this battle, you know, this conversation, this chit chat, you know, with this so-called chief handler. Like, he is such a miserable individual. Like, seriously, you the things that he's saying to me, it's like, and I know other people, other target individuals are saying, oh, well, he's just someone that goes around to other YouTubers and say, I don't know if that's true. It could be true. I really don't, you know, go. Sometimes I be looking at the comments of other targeted individuals just because I want to, like, you know, see what type of information people have. But I've never seen him before. This is my first, like, this is, when I first seen him, that was my first time seeing him on a YouTube channel in the comment section of a target individual. So, and he's saying things like he knows, you know what I'm saying? He knows, like, things that go on in my house and stuff like that, and things that I say, yak, 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 yak. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, oh, well, like, that doesn't faze me. You're like a loser to me. So it's like, it doesn't faze me. You're a nobody. You're really a nobody to me. Like, I've had men who had more money than you, so it doesn't matter. I've dated men. It's just, that had all, you know, nice places, nice cars. Like, what you got in your pocket doesn't mean nothing. But let's carry on. Let's talk about these messages he's leaving me, just to save you guys some time of having to go through them all. But this guy is hilarious, son. He's hilarious, and I know he's watching, and that's okay. You can watch my videos. Thank you. You know, but it starts with the conversation. He's like, nobody is poisoning you. That's simply a fact. And what he said, there are no targeted individuals. Okay, we all know who he is. Once you say that, that's like, really? Oh, I haven't posted the stuff with the news and how they talk about the target individuals and the people that have been in the news, you know, in San Diego and stuff. I haven't posted none of that. Okay. Mental illness is a serious problem in this country. Who are they? Then that's when he goes on to say, I have 2 degrees and a 6-figure salary, moron. I guess he's, to me, the other dude is a perp. It's just because by the things he's saying, but I could be wrong. It seems like he's a perp too, and he needed to join forces with him because he was looking stupid. To send subliminal messages to me, like, it doesn't bother me at all either. But I go on to say, wow, you again. If you had a 6-figure salary, you should have a life and not have time to stalk and harass people on YouTube. Alcohol is a drug too. Any chemical is. You have 2 degrees and couldn't discern what I was referring to. Those degrees apparently don't buy your self-esteem, so you wouldn't feel the need to bully people on the internet. You have no power, but apparently you can't stop thinking about what I'm doing. But I'm doing what I do, still smiling and not hating. Slaves couldn't get an education but rose above the oppression. Leonardo da Vinci never had a degree, and Steve Jobs dropped out of college. The education system teaches practical application, but intelligent people don't need no governing educational body to validate what they already learned on their own. So please stop watching me and watch TV. That was my response to that. Then he goes on to say, oh no, I went and I responded again. Besides, you too old to be acting like you do. You should have learned how to treat people a long time ago. Take your money and go buy some character. But I'm sure you won't find that at the store. The valuable stuff you actually need can't be bought at the store, but only learned. Have a nice night. Yeah, I was gonna say the store thing. So, and then he goes on to say, the more videos you post, the more you type. The obvious it is that you're mentally ill. You smoked a lot of weed when you were younger, really. No, sorry. That wasn't me. I wasn't that kind of girl. But okay, let's carry on. That was a mistake. Get help. Stop drinking. We see where your mental illness comes from. You're a psychopath who needs meds desperately. So, then he goes on to, I don't know what you're coming on to me. I don't know what you're trying to do when you like saying all this stuff, then only to say you're a pretty girl. You could do better things with your life. If someone tells you that you're mentally ill, that's not a dig at you. That's an observation. Mental illness is no different than cancer or diabetes. Just try to treat it. I promise you, nobody is after you. You after me. That's obvious. You're after me. You're freaking stalking me now. If I ain't had no stalkers, we understand one thing. It's you now. Free. So I go on to tell him, like Ben Shapiro always says, like, your feelings are not facts. So if you know nothing about me and what I go through, and it's not an observation, then it's not an observation, it's hate. And don't try to cuddle me with a compliment. I'm not no victim. I don't need no pacifier. I fight back. I despise bullies. They are lame to me. A bully, because he looked like he needed he seems like he needed a vocabulary lesson. So I went on to tell him what a bully is. And so a bully is a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable, aka weak. But I'm not no punk. And bullies are cowards to me. Straight up. Like, you have a meaningless life. And your lifestyle ain't that great if that's what you focus on daily, is to try to taunt and terrorize people. Like, you're not living your best life. I'm sorry. If you was living your best life, you'll be around here smiling and not picking on people. So, I'm doing, what did it say? I said, I'm doing something with my life. Money was a goal, like so many. Like, I've been there, done that. I was the general manager of a lounge for 6.5 years. Like, I've been there. You know, I've hung out with the celebrities. Like, that's nothing. That means nothing. Okay, that has no value at all. But the real value, I told him the real value is not in how deep your pockets are. It's how deep your heart is and how many lives you can touch and help. And that's true worth. Word. Okay. Then I told him to add, calling someone mentally ill is dismissive, like Dave Chappelle said, without calibrated reasoning, but simply observed from theoretical premises. And then I give him a vocabulary lesson. And then I say dismissive is feeling or showing something is unworthy of consideration. Then he responds and says, you know, they show videos like yours in psychology courses, right? And I'm like, I got a good psychology course lecture on psychopaths and sociopaths that I will be posting to illustrate your behavioral patterns that match identically with those of those character traits. So, but anyway, let's go on with his comment. Nobody is doing anything to you. You're doing something to me right now. You're proving my point. Okay, all of this that you're saying, you're proving my point. Thank you. Then he says, I'm simply telling you the truth and you lose your mind about it. Why? How am I losing my mind about it? Please tell me. Why? Because I say something back? Like, yes, I'm going to talk back. Like, I'm not no coward. Like yourself. I'm not going to sit up here and I'm not a stepping stool for you. I fight back. Yeah, and since you're a coward hiding behind a mask in your position, then this is the only way I can fight back. You know, we'll have something to say. I'm not going to let you say what you want to say to me. So this is what you want my attention. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? And usually I don't really do this, but because I feel like you're a special one, you need these words. You need somebody to tell you what all of your superiors or your confidants or whoever, you know, doing whatever to you won't tell you. I'm the one to tell you, though. I'm going to tell you the truth. They might not, because your pockets may be deep or they deep for some other reason, they may not have the courage to say so, but I do. So moving along, then he goes on to say, I'm not the first one to tell you that you're mentally ill. Get some help. Yeah, the only ones that told me I was mentally ill were the ones that were mentally ill themselves when they was trying to gaslight me and lie. But I backed that up too. The proof is always in the pudding. You just got to sit back and wait, and kind of observe things and kind of put people's garbage on the table for them to look at, and they can't deny it. So that's how you handle that situation. Kind of like what I'm doing with you, Mr. Chief Handler. It says, what do you have to lose? Nothing. You have nothing to lose. No. When I say I have nothing to lose, and you're saying that because, Chief Handler, you're probably listening or whatever, and I have nothing to lose. That's what I say. Yes, I say that. I have nothing to lose because nothing is more valuable than making a difference. And having somebody stand up to people like you, that's making a difference. Because too many people's lives have been affected by people like you. And enough is enough. Something needs to be done about it. Okay? And if I can make a difference with my courage and stand up against people like you, then that's what I'm going to do. So moving right along. And then he goes on to say, your family is sick of you. Really? Because my family could have said, my family could have been told me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have some connection with my family, yes, I got a mouth, I'm going to piss you off. Yes, because I'm going to tell you the truth. And you're not going to like it. I'm going to expose your garbage. And yeah, I get on people's nerves when I expose their garbage. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if my family didn't love me, my family is very lovable. Very kind-hearted people. And they have fallen into the suit that you have fallen into because of fear. I know that because I know what kind of family I come from, and we not like that. But ain't nobody perfect. So because of their imperfections, they have been able to been swindled or swayed a little way away from who they really are. And that's okay. I still love them and I forgive them. But I don't back down to nobody. Sorry, I don't. So if anybody got a problem with me, I bet you won't say it to my face. But anyway, so it says you have a few friends. That's because I like only a few people. You know what I'm saying? I just don't allow people into my circle. You have to have a high moral standard and code and have a certain character for me to even associate with you. Okay? Because I don't live by any rule. You got to be as strong as me to be associated with me. Okay? And the people that I do have, the friends I do have, and I'm glad I have friends, so I know you know me, because yes, I do have a few friends. But those are people I've known for like 20 years. And I've even cut people off that I've known for that long because their character was flawed. I'm a good friend to have because I take care of my friends. When I have, they have. I don't cut no corners when it comes to helping people. Okay, so you could say I only have a few friends, and I'm fine with that because I don't want many. Because I feel like the way the world is, there's with the narcissism and the narcissistic epidemic that creates people like you. I don't want friends like that. I don't want friends like you. And most of the world is like that. So it's okay that I have a few friends. Thank you. So then he goes on to say, I know these things are true. And this is in my last video, the video before this, if you want to go look at it, anybody else who's watching. And he say, I don't make videos about how sad my life is. Did I say my life was sad? I say it's hell, but I don't say it's sad. I actually love my life. I actually love being who I am. So where do you come off thinking that my life is sad? It's a little inconvenient to have stalkers like yourself probing the streets and, kind of violently taking what you want because you either can't get it on your own or pretty much you can't get it on your own. And you think your money is sufficient enough to have some type of credit in the world. I know Donald Trump said that money is nothing but a way of keeping score, and it really means nothing. It doesn't make you better than anyone else, even though I see that you feel like you are better than somebody else in some way. But unfortunately, your behavior says that you're not. You're actually less than those that seem to have less. But okay, let's move on. Then he goes on to say, that's because I have a good life. You do? Then why are you giving me your time then if your life is so great? Why are you coming on here saying all these things and calling me mentally ill? If I was mentally ill, what does it matter to you? I'm just saying, like, what does it matter? My hair is getting poofy. I'm just asking. Why is it so important, the mental condition of my mind? Like, it shouldn't matter. Remember, your life is so great. Then you should move on and have a great life then, right? I'm just saying. So, then he, let's see. Then he goes on to say, it's obvious that you're mentally ill. Mental illness is a disorder like other physical diseases. How you take that fact is on you. Because I have physical illness, so he's kind of targeting that. But I'm not afraid to die. That's why I talk like I talk, because I'm not afraid of death. The Lord teaches us that you're here one day and you're gone the next. Your life is like a vapor. You never know what tomorrow may bring, and it's like you're talking all like yak and your life could be over tomorrow. You don't know. You don't know. But I have confidence in Jesus Christ that although I am, a sinner and imperfect, my faith falls in Jesus, that as I seek righteousness and seek to actually do good to others, not like you're doing, but trying to. But even Jesus called, the Pharisees vipers, kind of like I'm targeting you with, your behavior, because you're targeting me. I'm defending myself. But I seek to be good and lovable to all. I'm just not a coward. So I'm going to show you that I'm not a coward by any means necessary. So, then he goes on to say, you have nothing because you made poor choices. I have plenty, actually. It's not that I don't have nothing. It's just that what I have, how can I explain this? I feel like nothing that I have means more than purpose, my purpose in life. That's what I mean when I say I have nothing to lose, because I feel like my purpose is greater than what I have in this world, because you can't take none of it with you when you die. So it's really meaningless. The Egyptians tried to do that and they got robbed. I think that's what Robert Blake said. If you don't know who Robert Blake is, you need to look him up. He gives good advice, life coaching skills. You're probably gonna need it, chief handler. But he's actually out there like making a difference and trying to save lives. And something that you say you're doing, which apparently you're not doing, because your behavior actually doesn't speak that. But yeah, you should check him out. So nah, it's not because I made poor choices, because it's a choice that I made to take a pay cut in order to do the right thing, because I could be like you and doing the things that you're doing to get your money. But that's a character flaw. I ain't got that character flaw. I'm not a child, so I don't think like a child. Only children chase after candy. I'm not a child. I just look like one, but I'm not a child. That's why I say you too old to be acting like you do. No amount of money should lead your behavior. You should not have the state of mind that would allow you to be put in a position to terrorize people. Not like there should be nothing to convince you, like in your moral code, to go in that direction to make your money. Like, it's worthless to me. You know what I mean? It's just, that's how I feel. But I got something for you. Hold on.